Well, glad you're still with us on Colorado and Company. Motivational speaker, author, and international recovery coach, professional facilitator, Sparkle Lindsay knows a thing or two about the mental struggles during the holidays. And this particular season, it is a pleasure to have her with us this morning. Sparkle, it's so good to see you.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Well, I want everyone to know about you this morning and why you are where you are today.
Well, you know, I have to say it, and I said it last year. I'm 4 years, 7 months sober from alcohol and addiction.
Yay!
And my business is 3 years old, Sparkle LLC, the light at the end of the tunnel, where I help coaches become great coaches and walk alongside those that are battling addiction, mental health, depression, autoimmune, all of the above. So it's been great.
It really has, and it's been so wonderful to see you take off. And I'm like, oh my God, that girl is busy. I'm still gonna get her on the show though, somehow. Well, you know, this time of year is really tough for a lot of people. It makes you more sensitive, myself included, and there's a thing called seasonal affective disorder that we were talking about. Tell me about that.
Well, you know, we're at winter time here, right? Winter time really starts December 21st. And what we're looking at are those long nights and those short days.
Okay.
Right? And so what people do is they start getting into this melancholy, cozy, holidays are around. It's either stressful, sometimes sad. And so people who are lonely, people who are battling addiction, it really ends up being, you know, a sad part for a lot of people because they don't know why they're feeling the way they're feeling.
Okay, it's hard to understand what is this and why is this taking over me?
Exactly.
And we've pulled up some of the symptoms that can occur with seasonal affective disorder. And some of these, I mean, yeah, they happen so much during this time of year. What's the best way to deal with this?
Well, you know, one of the biggest pieces is make sure you have your supports.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because we all need a little bit of support when it comes to when we're feeling depressed or we're feeling sad. We got to say something.
True.
We got to speak up. Some of my major parts that I've had in my life that have involved me speaking up have saved my life.
Yeah.
And when I went through a lot of depression during my addiction and everything else, I really, really needed somebody to reach out to. And as I've done that each year, I have prevailed. And it's been easy to know that other people care about me and that they care about my well-being. And so you get through those holiday seasons, these hard times together, and it's so much better that way.
It really is. Now, here's a question for you. What if someone we love is struggling? How can we help and understand maybe what it is they're going through? What's the best approach?
A lot of times, if you just ask someone how they're feeling,
okay,
don't ask them how they're doing, ask them how they're feeling. And ask them for a feeling word, and then also tell them how you're feeling.
Okay.
A lot of times you get vulnerability from someone else when you lead with vulnerability. And so a lot of people who want to tell you something's wrong, they're afraid because they think you can't relate.
Got it.
But when you can relate, people will tell you everything, and that's how you're able to help them.
Okay, so be vulnerable and connect that way. That is such an interesting take. All right, well, right now, holiday season, countdown to Christmas. What are some tips to help cope in a moment of chaos or the mental struggle? Oh my goodness, the other day, I started having voices going off in my head, and I had to literally like turn on the TV because I was like, what is happening?
Well, you know, it's really easy for us to have this stress, this chaos happen. It's actually one of the signs for me for cravings. So, what I normally do is slow down and ask myself, am I where my feet are? Okay? Be stable, be within your balance that asks you, what are you doing? As soon as you're able to do that and collect yourself, realign yourself, then you can start breaking things down into small measurable steps. A lot of times we're overwhelmed about the things that never even happen, right? We're creating anxiety that's not even there. But if we stay present, stay grounded, be where our feet are, we're in the moment. So ultimately staying in the moment means we can only deal with one task at a time anyway.
That's right.
And the stuff we're worried about that hasn't even happened, don't do it to yourself, right?
Yeah, no added stress.
It's a practice though, you know? And it takes time to realize when you're there and slowing yourself down, reeling yourself in, and being where your feet are.
Good. That is good advice. Now, you have a book that people can get on Amazon, Being a Better Me for Me, and also a workbook. And there's something there that I love to do that I got it from you, was write down 5 things you're grateful for. And I started doing that in the mornings, and it changed my entire outlook for the day.
Yes, you know, that's the first exercise in the book, is finding things you're grateful for. Not just any old things, right? We're talking about major things. And then think about you having them and then them being gone.
Okay.
This right here keeps you present. It brings you back to the present moment, because the things that we're grateful for are things that keep us motivated. They keep us moving.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when we're stuck in that chaos moment and everything else, we get lost. And we have to remember that there are great things out there that are keeping us who we are every day. What are they? What are they for you?
Exactly, and write them down, and it really does. It really changes everything that was driving you crazy is suddenly out the door, and you're like, oh my gosh.
I love my kids.
It is so true, Sparkle. Well, for people this morning watching that want to connect with you, they want to make an appointment with you, get your book, learn all about Sparkle, what's the best way to do so?
Best way is to actually call my number, 719-297-1807. One of the reasons why I say this is because if you are dealing with a problem or a crisis right now, do not hesitate to call me and talk. There are times like this in moments where we feel like we got to schedule an appointment to have a conversation. It takes no time to have a conversation to save a life or to help somebody get where they need to be grounded, okay? So my number, my website, obviously sparklelindsay.com, it's all there.
Sparkle, you know I love you, and you are just wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. It's such a pleasure to have you here. Okay, and be sure to grab a copy of Sparkle's book. It's great, Being a Better Me for Me. It's on Amazon. You can also make an appointment or simply give Sparkle a call or connect with her by heading to sparklelindsay.com. Also follow her on social media at Sparkle Lindsay.